everyday life in the Soviet Union, the solving runaround. The other Hedrick Smith was head of the New York Times office in Moscow from 1971. The following passage is adapted from Mr. Smith's book, The Russians, which was published in 1976 by Quadrangle, the New York Times Book Company. I had heard about consumer shortages before going to Moscow, but only when we began to shop there did the Russian customers' problems really have meaning for me. Customers the world overweight in liners, but Soviet lines have a special quality all their own. Typically, the Soviet woman spends 2 hours a day in line 7 days a week. Personally, I have known of people who stayed in line in 90 minutes to buy 4 and 3.5 hours to buy 3 large herds of kambak, only to find the kambaks were gone as they approached of the line. Liners can run from a few yards to nearly a mile. Some friends of ours watched a line of people in Moscow signing up to buy rams. The line lasted 2 days and nights and ran for across all troop and apartment development. In spite of all of this, the natural reaction of a Russian woman when she sees a line forming is to get in it immediately, even before she knows what is being sold. However, Soviet lines are more fleet than they appear in most stories. For example, shoppers must stand in not 1 but 3 lines for any purchase. The first to select a purchase and find out its price. The second to pay a cashier somewhere else in the store and get a receipt, and the third to go pick up the purchase and turn in the receipt. But in a dairy store one morning I found out that the game is both simpler and more complex than that. I went in to buy some cheese, butter, bologna, sausage, which were in 3 separate departments, each with its own line 9 liners. Rather quickly I noticed that experienced shoppers were skipping the first stage. They knew what most eaten cost, so they went directly to that too. Then I went to the cheese line, the longest, probably 20 people to get the worst offer. With first I was in line less than who stayed in line a minute when the woman informed butter and milk line. The cheese line was moving so slowly that she got her butter and milk and returned before we had advanced 3 feet. I decided to take the risk too, and I got back with my butter while the cheese line was still inching along. Then it suddenly occurred to me that all over the store. People were getting into line places. Then it suddenly occurred to me that all over the store, people were getting into line, holding places, laying, returning. Everyone was using the cheese line as home base. That was why it was barely moving. It kept expanding in the middle, so I got the man behind me to hold my place, and I went off to buy my bologna. Once again, it worked. It took me 22 minutes to buy better sausage and cheese, but instead of being furious, I felt as if I had beaten the system. This competitive solving gives an atmosphere of tension to Russian life. People barrage into stories and move into each other with face set in combative experience. You have to understand, said a keen gray-haired person, that for as long as we can remember, shopping has been a struggle. Life is a struggle. There is hardly any effective advertising to help shoppers. Americans complain about the commercial in the United States, but they might reconsider if they were exposed to the consumer blackout in Russia. A typical Soviet ad might be, if you want to live to a rich old age and be beautiful, modest, thorough, and truthful, drink tea. Most newspapers publish with hot eggs. The shopper has no handy yellow pages or daily newspaper, supermarket or department store aids to help her decide where to shop. Bribery is widespread, low paid, 18 to 20 monthly. Low paid 18 to 20 monthly. Low paid 18 to 20 monthly. Sales clerks take a portion of attractive items and sell them secretly to regular customers who have either left a bribe in advance or can be counted on to pay a high price on delivery, 10 to 15 rubles on a 60 ruble raincoat is standard in 976. A quick fall to 1.32 to 1.32. So comments. To sow common is the practice that The Soviet press is always complaining about it, but it doesn't do any good. Crocodile, the Soviet humor magazine once sued a department store employee promoting some newly arrived items. Their customers in the leather goods department 500 imported women's purses have been reset. 450 of them have been bought by store employees. 49 are under the counter and have been ordered in advance for France. One purse is in the display window. We invite you to visit the leather department by this purse.